truck in the direction that has the best visibility, but preferably in reverse, unless your vision is obstructed. Never use your mirrors to drive in reverse. On high lift units, travel with the load as low to the floor as practical. Never carry riders. When traveling in aisles, follow the local traffic rules or drive in the center if there is no traffic. This will increase side-to-side visibility and allow the maximum time to anticipate danger. If you're following another vehicle, always stay at least 3 truck lengths behind. Always approach intersections slowly and proceed with caution, preparing to stop if necessary. Use of your horn signals your presence to others. Use overhead mirrors when they are available. Remember, most lift trucks steer with rear wheels. This means that the truck will swing wide when making a turn. Whenever turning, always anticipate the clearance required for a rear-end swing. Before loading or unloading a truck or trailer, you must first check to see that the trailer has been properly restrained. Verify that the chock block or dock lock has been properly employed. This will prevent the truck or trailer from rolling or being pushed away from the dock during operations. Never attempt to enter a trailer without using a dock plate or leveler. Before you drive into a trailer, you must inspect the trailer utilizing the trailer inspection sheet located on the Jacobsen Company's intranet. This includes checking to see that the trailer seal and paperwork match, the seal is intact and not broken, the trailer is clean, rodent and insect free, and free of odors. Check the trailer condition. This would include checking the front wall, sides, floor, ceiling, outside doors, and the underside or undercarriage. You are now ready to enter the trailer. When entering a trailer, travel smoothly across dock points, avoid stopping, and never park your truck on the dock plate. To load or unload a rail car, make sure that the brakes are set and the wheels are chalked. Ensure that the dock board is the proper size and capacity to handle the weight of the truck and the load that you will be moving. Make sure that the mast will safely pass under the door opening with a load. When traveling on a ramp or grade, always stay in the center. Do not attempt to make any turns. When going up or down the ramp on rider trucks with a load, you should travel with the load uphill. If the truck does not have a load, it should travel with the forks pointed downhill. If the load blocks the operator's view of the direction of travel, an assistant should guide the operator up or down the ramp. The assistant should never stand at the bottom of the ramp or out of the view of the operator. All walkie trucks should travel with the forks downhill with or without a load. In this situation, the operator is protected from a shifted load or a runaway truck. Only if the load restricts the visibility or requires load backrest to restrain the load is travel permitted with the load upgrade. Never stand below the truck on a grade or ramp. No matter what type of truck you're operating on a ramp or incline, you should always make sure the bottom of the incline is not congested in case of emergency. Stay in the center of the incline and never make turns until you are on level ground. Avoid stopping on the incline. If you must stop, set the parking brake and block the wheels. If your facility has railroad tracks and you must cross them on a lift truck, always cross them at an angle, never straight on. Whenever your PIT is not in operation, you must park it in a designated parking area. Never park any PIT in front of emergency exits or an exit lane or evacuation point. Never park your truck in front of emergency equipment such as fire extinguishers or first aid kits. When getting off your truck, always lower the forks and set the truck's brake. If you will be more than 20 feet away from your truck or outside of the line of sight, Regulation requires that you turn the truck off. Before you start, be sure you know the capacity and rating of the truck you are operating. Remember, this information is located on the data plate mounted on your vehicle. Make sure your load is within those specifications. If you're unsure, ask your supervisor. Do not take chances. If the load looks unstable or poorly stacked on the pallet, do not attempt to move it. Restack the load as necessary prior to transporting it. Liquid loads require special attention due to the fluid movement. Remember, regardless of who loaded the pallet, if you move it, you assume full responsibility for the safe travel of the load. Always attempt to approach a load as straight on as possible. Your forks should be spread as far apart as possible and support at least 2/3 of the length of the load. Always drive completely into a load. Never attempt to move a load using the tips of your forks. Lift the load just high enough for clearance. If your truck is equipped with a tilt mechanism, tilt back slightly for added stability. Before backing up, always turn and look behind you and look to both sides. Never rely on mirrors alone. After looking to see that your path is clear, sound your horn and begin to move slowly. If your truck has an attachment, such as a clamp or push-pull attachment, practice operation until you can operate it safely. Training on the specific attachment you are using is required prior to use. Attachments add weight to the truck. Always remember that when an attachment is on your truck, this reduces the amount of weight you can pick up. All attachments must be listed on the truck's data plate. A fundamental understanding of the powered industrial truck's power supply is important for all operators. Industrial trucks can be powered by electric motors utilizing batteries or by internal combustion engines using gasoline, propane gas, or diesel fuel. The specific procedure for charging or refueling PIT will depend on the type of equipment. In all cases, extreme caution should be observed when refueling or charging a truck. Electric PIT are typically powered by recharging lead-acid batteries. These batteries can weigh as much as 5,000 pounds. It is important that you match up the correct battery with the correct truck. In many cases, the battery is part of the truck's counterbalance weight. A fully charged battery should last an operator a complete 8-hour shift. Battery changes and charging must take place in an area specially designed for that purpose. Whenever changing a battery, ensure you are wearing the proper PPE. This would include rubber gloves, apron, and face shield. When charging a battery directly in the truck, always remember to plug the charger into the battery, not the truck. When changing LP or natural gas, remember to don the proper PPE, including task-appropriate gloves and face shield. Ensure that there are no leaks after changing the tank. Specific changing and refueling techniques will be taught to you during your hands-on portion of the training. Let's recap what we've learned so far. Your powered industrial truck was designed with safety in mind. Never bypass or remove any safety features on your truck. Always perform a pre-operational check at the beginning of your shift before operating your truck. If there's anything wrong, do not operate the truck. Contact your supervisor immediately. Know your truck's capacity and load rating. Never exceed these ratings. Always keep all your body parts within the protection of the truck. Never place any part of your body under a load or lifting mechanism. When traveling, always make sure that your arms and legs are within the running lines. At Jacobsen, operating your PIT in reverse for best visibility is the recommended means of operation. Should you be in a situation where your forklift starts to tip, remain inside the protected area of the cab. Do not attempt to jump off the lift. If your truck is equipped with a seatbelt or you're required to wear fall protection, make sure you use it. There are no exceptions to this rule, and if an accident occurs, this may be what saves your life. It is both a regulatory and company requirement. Remember, our industrial trucks are powerful machines that can weigh as much as several cars. Always allow ample distance for your truck to stop or turn. Leave at least 3 truck lengths between you and any other truck you may be following. Ask for help if you must drive in a direction which blocks your view. A ground guide is required if you cannot see. No exceptions. Do not drive through spills or puddles. Drive around. Drive slowly if the floor is wet, if there is condensation, or if it is humid. Never enter a trailer or rail car unless it has been restrained from moving and you have inspected the trailer and dock plate. Always stay away from the edge of docks or open doors. Never drive towards someone that is standing in front of a fixed object. At intersections, approach slowly while sounding your horn. Enter the intersection at a safe enough speed that should you need to stop suddenly, your load will not tip over or fall off. Remember, emergency vehicles and pedestrians always have the right-of-way. Make sure your load is stable. Unstable loads must be restacked before moving. Drive with your load tilted back and only a few inches off the floor. Slow down when turning and make sure your path is clear. Once you move it, you are responsible for the safety of the load during transport. Never allow riders. When raising or lowering a load, never allow anyone to walk under the load. If you are on a ramp or grade, always remember to stay in the center of the ramp and never attempt to turn.
Operating a power industrial truck is a very important responsibility. You are responsible for your own safety, the safety of those around you, the safety of the load you are moving, and the equipment being used to move it. Always make sure you are trained to operate any and all equipment prior to use.
If you have any questions about the material covered in your training, ask your trainer or supervisor. Don't make assumptions. Your safety may depend on it. Thank you and have a safe day.